When I was a child, growing up in a small village surrounded by fields and endless skies, life was simple. But in that simplicity, dreams often seemed too big, too far away to touch. For me, English was one of those dreams. The language felt like an impenetrable wall, a barrier that separated me from a world I longed to be a part of. I remember sitting in our small classroom, my teacher speaking in fluent English, her words flowing effortlessly, like a melody I couldn't quite understand. Every word felt foreign, strange, like a code I wasn't meant to break. My classmates would snicker when I stumbled over pronunciations, and their laughter echoed louder than any encouragement I received. "Why do you even bother?" one of them said once. That question haunted me for years. Why did I bother? What made me keep going when every step felt like a struggle? I didn't have the answer then, but I do now. There was hope. A quiet, persistent hope that maybe, just maybe, I could change my life. That hope started with a book. It wasn't new or shiny. In fact, it was a tattered old English novel I found in a roadside market. The pages were yellowed, the cover nearly falling apart, but to me, it was treasure. I didn't understand most of it. At first, not even the title. But I carried it home as if it were gold. Every night, under the dim light of our single bulb, I would open that book, a dictionary in one hand and a pencil in the other, trying to piece together the meaning of just one sentence. It was exhausting and often disheartening. I'd spend an hour on a single page, only to realize I still didn't fully understand. But then one night something clicked. I came across the sentence, "The sky is blue," and for the first time I understood every word. It was simple, almost laughably so, but to me it was magic. That moment lit a fire in me, a realization that even the smallest victories mattered. But the journey was far from easy. My family, though loving, didn't see the point. "We don't need English here," my uncle said once. "Focus on something useful." They weren't trying to discourage me. They were being practical. In our village, English wasn't a necessity. It was a luxury. But I couldn't shake the feeling that it was more than that. It was a key to a life beyond the borders of what I knew. As time went on, my hunger to learn grew. I'd wake up early to listen to English songs on an old radio, writing down lyrics I didn't understand and trying to match the sounds. I'd mimic the accents, even though I sounded ridiculous. I'd watch English movies without subtitles, catching only fragments of dialogue but holding on to them like they were precious jewels. Slowly, piece by piece, the language started to make sense. It wasn't just words anymore. It was a way to express myself, to dream in colors I hadn't known existed. There were setbacks, of course. One day, I mustered the courage to speak English in front of my classmates during a presentation. I was nervous, my palms sweaty, my voice trembling. Halfway through, I mispronounced a word, and the room erupted in laughter. I wanted to disappear, to bury my face in my hands and never try again. That night I cried myself to sleep, questioning everything. Was I fooling myself? Was I trying to become something I wasn't? But then I remembered that first sentence, "The sky is blue." It reminded me that every failure was just a stepping stone, not a dead end. The turning point came when I discovered the internet. Suddenly, the world didn't feel so far away. I found videos, podcasts, and online communities dedicated to English learners. I joined forums where people from all over the world shared their struggles and successes. For the first time, I didn't feel alone. I started writing in English short, simple sentences about my day. Today, I walked to the market. The weather is very hot. Each sentence felt like a small victory, a brick in the bridge I was building toward my dreams. One of the most defining moments of my journey happened when I was selected to participate in a national debate competition. The topic was intimidating, and so was the idea of speaking in front of hundreds of people. I spent weeks preparing, practicing my speech in front of a mirror until my voice felt strong and steady. But on the day of the competition, as I stood on stage with a microphone in my hand, fear gripped me. I could see the audience watching, waiting, and my mind went blank. For a moment I considered walking away. But then I remembered all those nights spent with my old dictionary, all those times I had pushed through the laughter and the doubts. I took a deep breath and started speaking. My voice was shaky, my words not perfect, but I spoke from the heart. And when I finished, the applause was thunderous. For the first time I felt proud, not just of my English but of the journey that had brought me here. Today, English is not just a skill for me. It's a part of who I am. It has opened doors I never thought possible. I've made friends from different countries, read books that changed my perspective, and even helped others start their own journeys. Whenever I meet someone who's struggling with English, I tell them my story. I tell them about the old novel, the nights spent translating lyrics, the laughter, the tears, and the triumphs. I tell them that it's okay to struggle, to make mistakes, to feel like giving up. Because every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. So, if you're watching this and feeling like English is an impossible mountain to climb, I want you to know that it's not. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to start. Read one sentence. Learn one word. Speak one line even if your voice shakes. And when you fall, get back up. Because the sky is blue, and so is your potential, limitless and waiting to be explored. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs encouragement. Leave a comment below about your English learning journey. We're all in this together. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. Remember, every word you learn is a step closer to your dreams. Start today. Start now. You've got this.